Hey everybody, it's Tamara from Moogly, and as you can see by the wobbly camera, I am handheld today on my phone. I am going live to you from our basement again for the craft room tour part 2. So if you are interested in part 1, where I show off my yarn storage and my Cricut area and where I do my small project photography, then definitely check out the craft room tour part 1. Today is part 2, and I want to show you the video equipment I use. So if you're watching this, if you're watching live, please do hit that, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know that the video is working. I see one thumbs up, so thank you so much, guys. And good, Rosetta, thank you so much for commenting. So like I say, sorry it's a little wobbly and handheld today. Last time we did part 1, I tried to use this handheld gimbal thing, and I'm not good at it. Like, it was, I don't know. I kept accidentally showing off the ceiling when I didn't want to show the ceiling. So I'm going to try and just go handheld today. So I know it's a little shakier. Hopefully it'll be all right. But thank you so much, Thea and Karen and Loretta and Chris and Kathy. I'm so glad you guys were able to join us. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, hit the button to turn around here. And there we are. Okay, so let's get to it. Here is our video setup that I was just on Facebook. You can see right there's the chair I was sitting on. There's the blanket that was behind me. I was just showing off, and some of the projects right there on the table. So hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. So basically this is our setup. It is not fancy. It's but it does the job. We've got an old kitchen chair here, and this is where Jeff sits, and he works on the iPad to watch. You can kind of see a little behind the scenes here, his headphones and his setup. So when I'm talking on Facebook, he's sitting back here, kind of can see me. I think he can see me on his iPad, but we use a Sling Studio and this really ancient children's desk. I think we got that from a relative who was throwing it away. So, like I say, not fancy. Then we've got an old metal filing cabinet holding up a TV for me to monitor on. And then we've got the lights. There's a ring light with the camera, and this is a video camera we've had for many, many years. So this is the one we use for our Facebook lives. Then there's another great big umbrella light right there. And this one is really important when I'm doing the overhead stuff. When I do stuff with my hands, especially when I'm doing a Michael's class, this one is really handy because it lets you see what I'm doing with my hands. Then this ring light back here, this is probably our newest addition. And I'm still learning so much about this and lighting and video and stuff, but apparently you have to have a light on the area behind you. So that's, that's apparently necessary. But like I say, this is just the little place I crawl in here and sit and talk to you guys. Got a little table there. There's all the stuff I was just talking about on Facebook, clearing some space for the next thing I do. But when I'm sitting down at the table, that's my view. I can kind of see myself. I've got that bright light pointing at me, so I'm trying to stare at that little camera right inside that ring light. But this is otherwise the table setup. And we've got a couple of unique things right here. Besides the coffee I've been drinking this morning, we have a plastic box. When I do a Michael's class with you guys, this is where the iPad sits. Again, super fancy equipment, right? That holds the iPad up at the right height so I can talk to you. And when I do overhead hand shots live, only when live, then this is the little thing that my phone is actually hooked to. So when you're seeing my hands on a live and you see me slide this in and out, this is, again, not super fancy equipment, but it gets the job done. And I do love this thing because it's adjustable, so I can pull this up higher for bigger projects or low for close-ups. But again, simple stuff gets the job done. So that is basically it for where I shoot the lives. So, oops, just tripping over my own feet here. So once again, you can see another peek here at my yarn stash, my yarn wall, my double-sided yarn wall. We come over here to the other side. I've been trying to get it organized and cleaned up for the new year and pull out, any yarns that are discontinued and get the new ones in there, but that is behind me. And you can even see my pom collection, my furry pom collection, always growing. I do love a good furry pom-pom. So this is where I'm trying to get set up soon to do some of my larger scale photography. Need some more lights for it. We just did a big rearrange down here. And then this is the small scale photography stuff that I showed you guys on the craft room tour part 1, along with all my props down there. And then, of course, on this side was that craft Cricut area where I keep all my Cricut crafting things and all my blocking supplies. Someday we'll have to go through that blocking cupboard, I think, in depth and show off just what all I've got in there. Oh, and then this is where I took down all my post notes last night, I think, that have passwords on them, so fingers crossed. But this is the desk where I sit and do, you can see I've got today's post up where I can work on it. And you can also see I have a really terrible post-it note addiction. But I have some of my favorite things up here, some of my yarn bowls and yarn dispensers, and my blocking board from Shenanigans that I use on all my crochet along squares is up there. Some of my knitting needles. And then right here, always close at hand, these is my collection of Stitch dictionaries. I'm a huge Stitch dictionary fan. They're absolutely fantastic. Great other resources for designers I've gotten here. Figure poses for fashion illustrators, handy when you have to submit things to magazines. They like to have a little sketch, even when it's a scarf, which I'm always like, really? You just want a triangle or a rectangle? Okay, I'll send you a picture of a rectangle. So some pictures there. But this in here, this is what you haven't seen before. This is the second room. This is where Jeff does his stuff and also where we film the tutorials with that are over the hand, the pre-recorded stuff that goes out on YouTube. So this is the more high quality. This is where we're really trying to make sure we've got the close-ups and everything, and we're pre-recording. It's not live. So you can see basically it's kind of a big cage. It's kind of hard to get back far enough in this little room to see it, but it's a big metal cage, and we've got this white plastic stuff around it. And then what that does is all these lights, it softens the lights that come through here so that when I'm sitting and crocheting for you guys, this right here is that white surface that you see in all those YouTube tutorials. See, right now I don't have my rings on and I don't have my nails done, but I would have those done before we do another one. But that right there is the surface you see. So that's where I sit. And there's the monitor that I'm trying to see my hands in. And we've got some soundproofing foam around it that you can see back there. So when I'm sitting at this desk, we don't have a chair here right now. We actually use the same wooden chair that was over in the other setup. We pull it back and forth. You know, you've got to spend the money on the important things. We've got this lovely mic and we've got an old kitchen chair. But this is the microphone that I use, so I can adjust it in and put it right in front of my face while I'm crocheting for you guys. So like I say, sometimes I have a hard time. I know people will leave a comment saying you keep missing your yarn when you yarn over. It's because when you're demoing for a video like this, you've got this right in front of your face. So often that's blocking your hand view. And I'm looking up in this monitor trying to see what I'm doing. So just kind of a side effect of how that works. But that's the microphone. And then basically, so that means the camera to get over my shoulder is mounted up here. It's mounted right on the ceiling. You can see we've got our fancy basement drop ceiling, but it's got a light mounted up there for an overhead light. And then the camera itself, which points right down over my shoulder, essentially, or right over my head. So then all that, like I say, we've got all these lights on the side to try and keep a really even light. This was a table we made out of pieces from IKEA back when we used to be able to go to Illinois. So over here we've got some more lights, just even lighting all around, trying to keep it all there. I've got my stitch markers and scissors and things. A lot of times if you're watching a video, you hear that little clink when I reach over for a stitch marker or the scissors. That's that little bowl. There it is. So then all that video goes into this great big setup where Jeff turns it into things that are worth watching and takes out all my oh no's and my swears and all my mistakes and all the, ugh, that was wrong. I need to frog it. Let me do that again. So that is where he fixes all of that for me. So yeah, that's where we do the overhand videos. And then we walk back through here, sort of my office. We've got the photography, yarn wall, Cricut area, my desk, set of drums back there in the background, I think you heard. Like I say, it's a basement. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm going to show this real quick. Basement, basement. So, you know, it's not the most glamorous basement, but it is full of yarn, so I love it. So there's the other side of my yarn wall and my book collection, and one more look here at the other video setup. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little inside look here behind the scenes at Moogly. You know, it's just, It's a basement, but we've made it work. It used to also be my daughter's bedroom, so hence the creative distribution of things down here. Our boys have hit the age where they were kind of done with their Nerf stuff, so now we've got a whole lot of Nerf down here and drum sets and all that fun stuff. But it works for us. So we're very lucky to have this basement, obviously, that I'm able to do these things from. So I will just sit off right back down here. Here we are, back where most of my lives happen from, back where you guys are used to seeing me, and where I will be live here again real soon. So in fact, I need to get going because I'm going to be going live here at 11 Eastern. So that's real soon, in about half an hour. And I will be going live on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. So I hope you will check that out. Marley Bird's awesome. If you're not following her already, go give her a follow. She and I have been working on an amazing project that we are so excited to share with you guys. So excited. We've been working on this for so long. It's going to be amazing. It's going live at 11 a.m. Eastern today. So definitely check that out. Did see one quick question right here. Is this woven? This is knit. This is a free pattern on mooglyblog.com. It is a very, very, very simple knit. It's a very simple idea. So if you don't knit, you can take the idea and crochet it. It is called the Simple Shibori Knit Pin Banner, I think. Long name. So thank you so much. 11 Eastern was 28 minutes ago. This day is getting away from me. I have to go. I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for the heads up, Chris. I will talk to you guys soon. So, you know what? It's 11 Eastern was 28 minutes ago. Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry. Today's getting ahead of me. Thanks so much. I will talk to you guys real soon. Have a good day, everybody.